Former President Rodrigo Duterte will be called into a separate drug war probe that his allies in the Senate plan to initiate during the session break. The investigation will be conducted by the Senate Committee on Public Order and Dangerous Drugs, headed by Duterte's former police chief and now Senator Bato de la Rosa. De la Rosa on Wednesday, October 16, says Duterte, along with his former cabinet members, will be invited as resource persons at the Senate's probe. Although he has yet to inform Duterte about his planned probe, De La Rosa is confident that the former president would face the committee, saying Duterte seems more comfortable with the Senate than the House of Representatives. Duterte and De La Rosa have been repeatedly invited to the hearings by the House Quad Committee, which has been investigating extrajudicial killings committed during the previous administration's drug war. According to De La Rosa, his committee can conduct a motu proprio investigation on the same issue since there is already a pending resolution transmitted to the panel in connection with the alleged involvement of Duterte's son, Davao City 1st District Representative Paulo Duterte, and other personalities into the smuggling of drugs. At the October 11 House Quad Committee hearing, former Police Colonel Royina Garma alleged the past administration adopted a Davao template for the anti-drug campaign, where police officers involved in the killing of drug suspects were given bonuses. She also said payments were coursed through Malacanang officials, including former Special Assistant to President and now Senator Bongo. De La Rosa and Go have denied knowing of the drug war reward system during the Duterte administration. Go also expressed his intent to file a resolution seeking the Senate's own investigation into the Duterte administration's drug war. The government crackdown on illegal Philippine offshore gaming operators across the country has found out that some Filipinos have learned the scamming schemes and taken over the activities left by their foreign operators, according to the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission. In a public briefing, PAOCC spokesperson Winston John Casio says the agency saw how some Filipinos have taken over some scamming operations, albeit in small groups.
May mga Pilipino nag-take over sa ilang scamming operations. Meron na tayong nakikita sa mga ganyan, mangilan-ngilan, maliliit na mga grupo na na-operate ng NBI, na-operate ng ACG, CIDG. Yan po matagal na nating pangampa na baka dumating ang panahon na sila ay masyadong gumaling at pati yung panloloko ma-take over na nila magmula sa mga China.
Casio makes the statement just as the Interagency Task Force on Pogo raided another suspected scamming hub in Binyan, Laguna, which is the New Wave Technologies facility said to be owned by Pogo big boss Lin Shunhan.
Ito po yung IGL noong hinuli natin na boss na si Lin Shunhan. Nakalulumo nga lamang pagdating namin dito, lahat ng mga posibleng ebidensya. Nakalulungkot lang itong tininan natin yung mga areas, lahat ng mga computers, wala na po yung mga hard drive. Ibig sabihin, malamang yung mga ebidensya ng kanilang mga illegal na mga activities ay wala na ho rito at wala na tayo makukuha pa.
Casio says that while the number of internet gaming licensees was now down to 38 and were confirmed to have been winding down their operations, the task force continues to grapple with stopping the activities of illegal firms. Casio notes that the illegal ones were their main concern, estimating that about 50 to more than 100 illegal Pogo firms continue to operate in different locations across the country. The task force is racing against time to wipe out all Pogo activities in the country by the end of the year, in compliance with the ban announced by President Bongbong Marcos during his State of the Nation address in July. A Chinese maritime militia ship deliberately sideswiped a civilian Filipino ship, according to the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. BFAR says Chinese maritime militia ship with bow number 00108 made dangerous maneuvers and tried to block the path of BRP Dato Cabaylo during its October 11 patrol in the vicinity of Pag-asa Island in the West Philippine Sea. According to BFAR, China's dangerous maneuvers caused a sideswiping and collision with a Filipino vessel, sustaining minor dents in its starboard bow. The Filipino agency adds that the incident happened as BRP Dato Cabaylo and BRP Dato Sanday were approaching Pag-asa Cay for about 9 kilometers from the Philippine-occupied Pag-asa Island. Despite the harassment, BFAR says both Dato Cabaylo and Dato Sanday were able to complete their patrol and are now safely docked at Pag-asa's sheltered port. Following BFAR's statement, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning claims the Philippines sailed dangerously in waters supposedly under Beijing's jurisdiction.
据我了解，真实的情况是，非方公务船在中国管辖海域以危险方式航行。 并与在该海域正常作业的中国渔船发生擦碰。 菲方上述行为侵犯了中方主权，严重威胁中方渔船和人员的安全。中方敦促菲方切实尊重中方在南海的领土主权和海洋权益，停止任何可能导致局势复杂化的行动。
PAOCC is an island in the Kalayaan chain at least 285 nautical miles off Palawan. The incident in the vicinity of PAOCC comes just a day after President Bongbong Marcos raised Beijing's aggression in the South China Sea with Chinese Premier Li Qiang during the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Summit. China continues to reject an international tribunal ruling dismissing Beijing's sweeping claim over most of the South China Sea, including the West Philippine Sea.